Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're planning the week of October 3rd to the 9th and I'm using this SPC kit called Scream, which is an exclusive set I did for SPC on the movie Scream and I just love it. And this week I did watch, I didn't watch Scream actually, although we have the movie marquee for it. I watched Scream 2, but we'll get to that in a second. So I'm just showing you the full kit here. I always get the ultimate because I need all the stickers, and then I'm pulling in this Planner Pixie red glitter designs in the blood splatter. I know she did Scream quote boxes too, but I felt like all the boxes I wanted to use didn't really allow for such a big quote box, so I didn't pick those up, but I think this spread turns out super fun anyway. I also pulled in Black Sparkle, which has a bit of a black glitter here, as you can see. So yeah, let's get into the base. I will talk a bit about the end of the week because I feel like once you get to the end of the week in the day by day, you barely have any time before the video is finished. So on Saturday we actually watched Scream 2 and I still use that movie marquee that Andre included that said Scream, but I pulled in a date dot in black, that number 2 obviously, and it fit perfectly right next to the title and I just love the way it came out. It looks seamless. So I think it was a couple of years ago I finally watched Scream for the first time. And I've always loved growing up and watching Scary Movie, which, you know, parodies Scream, which is kind of funny because Scream is kind of a parody of slasher films itself. If you haven't watched it, it doesn't take itself seriously. It is pretty funny as well as being a slasher. So if you want something a bit lighter than the traditional ones, I highly recommend Scream. And I also recommend Scream 2. It was really good. There was actually more stuff in Scream 2 that was in a Scary Movie. So it was pretty funny watching those actual scenes, especially the movie theater ones. But Scream 2 was just as good, so I was pleased with that. And I'm probably going to watch Scream 3 as well, because it's supposed to like close up a trilogy, you know. And then I'm probably done with Scream. I'm not that interested in the newer films, but those 3 I think will be good. So we watched that on Saturday, and then on Sunday I got the game when it released. I think I actually pre-ordered it. 2 Point Campus, which if you know about 2 Point Hospital or Theme Hospital, it's where you like manage universities instead of a hospital. It's like there's a follow-up game to 2 Point Hospital. They're like 2 of the founders, I believe, worked on Theme Hospital, so it's like a spiritual successor. But I finally got around to playing it on Sunday and I'm obsessed. I've already played like 11 hours of it. I'm just really enjoying managing universities. And so I did a big half box on Sunday because I just played that for like 3 hours on that night. And I really like the changes they made from 2 Point Hospital. It's super fun. And I've been enjoying it. I've been 3-starring all of my universities, so I've been having a lot of fun. So those are the main things I did on the weekend. And you're going to see a lot of this with this foil as I wanted to make sure that you could see the art and patterns underneath the foil. So the best way to do that is either time. It'll eventually flatten and adhere perfectly to the sticker, or you can get out something to flatten. And I'm just using half of the school here because I needed an extra box for my sidebar because I do need 10. And I didn't really want to use the whole double box because there was more stuff that I wanted to use. So if I use the double box, yeah, because there's one left, that means one of the boxes would have been left down. So I'm happy with my decision, and I think the half of the school looks alright. So here I am just putting in, this October script is from Less Than Misfit, which I think is closed now, but I just love the drippy font. Perfect for these spreads. And I'm just using the leftover 15mm. I wasn't planning to, but I was like, well, it's got less drips than the other one, and instead of doing deco, I'll do this up the top just to add in a bit more of that red and balance it out. And now I'm getting in the splatter ones, which I didn't want to take, I didn't want it to cover up too much of the art, so I'm trying to be careful about which boxes I use it on. So I thought, I could cover up the school, no problems. I think overall it all ends up looking really well. I think I actually add a few of those extra, I cut up the extra hands from that 15mm because it came with 2. So I cut out some of those and added them to the top and actually the side. On that bloody hand with the voice modulator on the sidebar, I actually put 2 of the 15mm hands over that as well, but I don't think I filmed it. Just to add a little bit more of that red foil and to add to it, and I think it ends up all looking pretty balanced. Although usually I like a little bit more up at the top, but I think the blood splatters by themselves works. So then we got the headers down, and now I'm just going to put in the black overlays just to add a little extra and pull in a bit more of that black to the spread. But I'm going to use all black scripts and things, so I think that evens it out. And then my sidebar, I just put in 2 weeks until we go to Disneyland Paris, and I put the guy from the Haunted Mansion set from What's More with Love, the sort of hanged man with the axe. And I thought that worked with the still being Disney, but also working with the spread. So you can see here where I added those hands right at the top, because I felt like it was a bit empty next to the it was a bit empty above those the holes of the inserts, which I also ordered some blood splatter in red hole reinforcers from Planet Choco, so when they come in later I'm going to put them onto the spread just to finish it up. And I should say before we get into this, I was supposed to say this at the beginning, but I have a new mic that I got during this week, and Luck and I actually tested it out, and I kept the test, so I might as well just insert it here now so you can listen to our silliness. This is Homer Simpson saying hello to everybody out there in Radio Land. Okay. Hey you. I can't take it seriously. Stop it. It looks very loud.
Just say poo 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 pa pa pa.
Poo 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 pa pa pa. Poo pa poo pa pa. Scribble Prints Co. Scribble Prints Co. Scribble Prints Co. Scribble Prints Co. Caress Press. Now, back to current Jess. I should say that I gave it to the poo poo papa stuff because technically when you test a microphone, you want to test how it does P's, because microphones struggle with P's. And I listened to Luck because Luck was a sound engineer. They have a sound production diploma. And when I met them, they were working as a sound guy for live bands. But then they said they were just messing with me and making me say poo poo papa. And now I'm saying it well, so I'm going to stop. But yeah, so that was us testing the new microphone, and I think it sounds pretty good. I just plugged it straight in, and that was it. So I'm very happy with that. But let's get into the day by day. On Monday, I didn't have a pre-plan with me. I wasn't feeling it that week, so all that weekend, as you can see, I put Depressed AF afterwards. I put October kits instead. I just moved up some of my Friday videos that I already had done instead of the pre-plan with me. So you still got 3 videos that week. Put Depressed AF, but I put a little ghost face sticker, and that was the only one I used this week, so I needed to use it. And Just did some laundry. Oh, and then our restaurant that does Hainanese chicken had it, so we got it. They don't do it all the time, so we're very excited. We love Hainanese chicken. And then watched some ER, and then we did some filming. So, yeah, I just felt like playing with my planner, you know. I think I finished the week before spread on Monday. I think that's what the filming was. Then on Tuesday, I just put in payday, and then we got Reuben sandwiches from a place called Paulette. And then I did a bunch of voiceovers. This was using my old microphone, and they weren't all that great. Some of those voiceovers were for Planmas, so there'll be sound all over the place in Planmas, sadly, but such is life. Such as getting Planmas done early, but that's when I decided I probably need a new mic because it actually messed up on the Plan With Me video, which ironically I was talking about being happy with my mic during it, and then it messed up. You might have heard the like weird crackle it made, and then it completely changed how it sounded for the rest of the voiceover. And I didn't really want to redo it, so I just messed with the levels and tried to make it sound okay, but it didn't really. So then I researched new mics. I just looked at some reviews and some videos and tried to make the best decision. And then I ordered it, I think. Or I ordered it later that week. I can't remember when. You'll see it in the video. But I think that was research mics, and then we watched some more ER. And then I was watching a Nintendo stream, I believe. They were doing he still plays Animal Crossing, so I was watching a villager hunt. Sorry if you heard that, but Heidi is running around and jumping through a tunnel. She's a bit hyper this morning, so... and then I was reading my book. Did I finish it this day? I have these really cute journals from Fox and Cactus with the ghost face on them. So I was just reading Portrait of an Artist with... the portrait of the artist is a young man. That's it. My gosh. I think I finished it the next day. But those little... it's supposed to be a journal, but I used it as a book. And I think it looks so fun. I mostly just pulled in matching doodles as I could with this spread because I feel like it's a bit harder to do spreads with dark stickers. I didn't really want to bring in all of my cutesy over-the-top Halloween stickers with this spread, so I forgot I left this in, but I'm looking for my white pen in case I used any like black little things. But I don't think I end up using any. Like I didn't actually need my white pen for this spread. But here I am looking through my my pencil case trying to look for it. I could have cut this out. I totally forgot that I did this, and while I was doing it I was like, I should cut this out. And then I didn't remember, and now here we are. So that was me looking for my white pen and now testing it, but I don't actually need it. Because the one little thing I do use on the black days, I used a script, so no matter. Stop testing the pen, Jess. My gosh. Get back to planning. As I said, I used some, but I felt like not all of my cutesy Halloween stickers really worked with this spread. So I just stuck with more doodles and the more black and white versions of stickers that I could. And I was mostly using the matching doodles that came with the kit, as well as the freebie it had, but also a red color, a brighter red that's in the kit, but it went along with the red overlays. But that was an old weekly color that only had like 8 pages, so yeah, I tried to pull some of that in, but I didn't get a lot in because I'd already used it too. And here I just couldn't really fit the label that I wanted in properly, so I just left it as white space, which I think is very easy to do when you're using scripts, so I highly recommend that. And then I think this is when Locke came out of a meeting, so I just paused filming and came back to it. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I didn't fill out this top sticker here with the ghost milkshake from Fox and Cactus, so I apologize for that. I literally finished filming the whole end of the video, and then I looked down and I was like, oh yeah, I didn't fill that in. So that was me just putting in apple pie iced latte, because I got another one, because the apple pie latte is just delicious. So that was what I meant. We got one of those delivered, so yeah, that's what I write in it after the video is finished. Then just washed some clothes, groceries were delivered, and then my plan with me went live. And then I think this, I don't know what that delivery bag is for. I did some work, and then I think this was me finishing Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Oh, we got Zorbas, which, okay, so we're looking at fedoras, so we usually only ever use Walt, but there is another delivery food thing here called Fedora, which is everywhere in the world. I think it is in Australia. And we saw that there was a Greek restaurant on there, which we'd never seen before, and Greek food I think is really rare here, so whereas our hometown in Adelaide has a huge Greek population, so there's plenty of good Greek food. So we've been missing it a bit, and we noticed this place called Zorbas, and we're like, let's try it out, let's see if it's good, and it was pretty tasty, so that was great to have some good Greek food again. Yeah, we enjoyed that. And then, I don't know what else I put there. Work and stuff. Yeah, I already said that. It is Wednesday morning, and I've only had time to do this voiceover now, so I'm going to do this voiceover and then upload this plan with me for today. But now we're going to get into Thursday. I just decided I wanted to put in more black than red in this set, so I changed up the colors. I also wanted to use that Scream movie marquee, so I put the colors, since I color block, in specific spots, so I could use that movie marquee. So I did my nails. I put on these cute red nails, which I think goes with this week and next week, which is Rocky Horror. So that's why I put the red ones on. And then did some vacuuming. I just vacuumed like the whole apartment. And I put the shopping bag to put there. I got the new mic. And it was very exciting. The microphone is also red. Well, it's black, but then when you turn it on, it like glows red. And it looks pretty cool. I'm like such a streamer now. Such a gamer. And then we watched ER, and I was enjoying putting these like deco bits of the little blood drops next to the ER because it's such a short word. And I thought that looked really cute throughout the spread. And now what am I doing? What am I doing? What else did I do on Wednesday? As you saw, I think that was on Thursday. On Wednesday was like my only drawing day. I've just been really bad. I just haven't been in the mood to draw this New Year's Eve set, but it's actually coming out tomorrow, so I have to finish it today. Oh well, it'll get done. I think the pencils for a packing list for what we need to pack for Disney, then cooking dinner, and I just used this Practical Magic spell book with candles for cooked dinner because it's like looking at a recipe. I don't know. It made sense to me. And then that night I watched the Mario movie direct from Nintendo. And it's too bad that Chris Pratt is in it because the film otherwise looks really good. And I love all the other voice actors, but I hate Chris. The worst Chris, trademark. Hey, it was voted by the internet, okay? It's just the facts of life. But yeah, so I'm not looking forward. I want to watch it, but I'm not looking forward to his acting. And then like they had him and Jack Black do like a intro thing at the direct. Jack Black was amazing because he's awesome. But I don't know. I feel like Chris's part was really weird and disingenuous. He had some really weird pauses. I'm like, why didn't he do this better? Like this was his best take. I don't get it. Anyway, such is life. And then Friday, my I put plan with me. Oh, the flashback plan with me went up. Oh my god, I don't remember anything this morning. And then Log took the air conditioning down to our basement storage, and we found in the bike room that their bike was stolen, which is kind of crazy because first of all, our building is locked, and second of all, the bike storage room is also locked with like another key. And the bike lock was still there, like hanging up on the rack where the bike was, and it was like, like perfectly fine, like not cut or anything. It could still be used. So like someone had a key for that, I guess. Like what the heck? So that's fun. But we joked now that we're like fully finished because that's the one thing that happens to you. That's the crime that happens to you in Finland is your bike gets stolen. Like if you drop your wallet or your phone, anyone who finds it will bring it to the police as lost property. But when it comes to your bike, that's gone. Like that's stolen. It's just like the way of life, yeah. So, although funny fact, they kept their bike outside in Oulu the whole time, and Oulu is like the bike theft capital of the world, and it never got stolen. But now it's in like two locked doors, and it got stolen. So typical. But put in a police report and told our building about it, and then it's probably like on a truck to Eastern Europe right now. That's apparently they all end up like in Ukraine and stuff like that. I don't know. So hopefully it's helping on the war front. I don't know. Anyway, then we watch Rings of Power. So happy about. Oh my god. Ugh. I can't believe it's only one episode left. I don't want it to end. I've just been loving it. I love how this episode kind of dealt with the fallout from the last episode, because it was a lot happened. And then I did some sale graphics. I just did some canvas stuff because I was too lazy to make my own graphics this year, because I always have a sale in October for my shop's anniversary. So that'll be after I get back from Disney. And then I had some Happy Mail delivered. I got a Build-A-Bear, Frodo bear. They brought out some Lord of the Rings bears, and I got the Lord of the Rings bear with a Frodo outfit, and it's just so cute. It's sitting on my like Tolkien bookshelf now. And then I also got a phone case and pop socket for my new phone. So that's awesome. And then I started reading Frankenstein. I've actually read the book, like in physical book form, back in uni because I did a Gothic literature class. But this is the audiobook on Audible that's actually read by Dan Stevens, whom I love. So I've been listening to that, and he has been so good. I'm loving his narration. Apologies for my voice. It is the morning, Yeah, so I started that night. It was really good. Spooky read. And then the next day, we kind of just hung out on the couch together, and we were both like on our laptops, and we were listening to Sabaton because I got concert tickets to Sabaton, even though I haven't listened to them. I listened to a lot of the stuff by the guitarists, so that's why I got the Sabaton tickets. But we're listening to Sabaton together and hanging out, and then we got Bogacha, so we got boba, they have a pumpkin spice milk tea, and we got coffee jelly in it. Oh my god, it was so good, and it's warm. It was a warm boba, so that was awesome. And then we watched some more ER, and then we put on Scream 2, and as you can see, there's a little date dot from SPC, just a black one. This is like the fancy serif font version, and it just looks perfect next to there. So if you're using this and you haven't used it yet, but you want to watch one of the other Screams, highly recommend. It looks great. So I watched Scream 2 and really enjoyed it. We had popcorn, and we mostly just yelled at the film, like, get out of the car, for gosh sakes. Unmask him. Anyway. And of course, by the time they can unmask them, he's gone. Typical. Then read some more Frankenstein, and then I got up because I couldn't sleep and did some filming. So that was Saturday. And what am I doing? Oh, I decided that label was a bit too empty. I don't do that a lot where I layer them up, and I didn't actually like it that much. So I covered it up with deco, but I don't think I'll be doing that in the future. I think I was just out of the bigger label at that point. So we'll get to Sunday. So the bottom half box is for 2 Point Campus. So I already had like scripts from Carly plans for it because I pre-ordered it, so I got the scripts, and I just used like this teaching blackboard from Papershire, and I wanted to make it a bit more spooky because it was like, man, it's a bit plain. So I put a little ghost emoji from Fox and Cactus on the actual sticker. You'll see the layering here, and I thought it turned out so cute. I just love the way it looks. It's like a little ghost teacher. Isn't that so cute? Anyway, I really liked it, so I think I added a little bit extra to go with the spread. And then before that, I just put that we cleaned everything. Oh, and I added the big blood splatter there just to fill it up a little bit more. But yeah, so happy with it. I think it's so cute. And then the rest of Sunday was pretty boring. I think that's ER, because pretty much every time I put ER, I like to use those little boxes because it's such a small word. It's 2 letters, so it always looks funny in like the bigger boxes to me. So I'm very happy to have a lot of those little ones from SPC in the current format to mark ER. By the way, we just did some laundry. I washed the bedding, and then I just used this like matching bag from the freebie to mark Taco Bell because we had it delivered, and it's just easier. Plus we don't have Target here, although Talkmani uses the same logo, but I never go to Talkmani, so whatever. I'll just use those bags as a normal shopping bag or delivery bag. I think that's cute enough. But yes, that is the finished spread. I hope you liked it, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you did and want to see more. Just loving Halloween already. I think this first spread was so cute. But let me know in the comments down below and what you think of the Scream movies. This is everything that I have left in the kit. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. My gosh, my voice. Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye. See you next time. Bye.